So we titled this video, the video I never wanted to make. And I did indeed never want to make a video acknowledging that I had valley fever. But I do. I was diagnosed back in October, and I just kind of wanted to share my experience with getting diagnosed and dealing with valley fever. A lot of people have noticed that we are not posting hiking, biking, camping videos, and that is due to my valley fever diagnosis. I'm going to kind of go back in time here to how the diagnosis was made and kind of where I am now in the process and what my prognosis is. So in the first full week of July, I noticed that I was very tired. I had a little bit of a dry cough, and I also had what I guess could be easily explained as some pretty good fatigue, and my eyes were really bloodshot. So immediately I went to COVID. We were kind of, we're now again in a real bad spot with COVID, but if anyone can recall, back in July, Arizona was really spiking. In fact, we were kind of like the COVID capital of the world at that point. So I went to my primary care doctor, had a COVID test, waiting for the results, and then I get a phone call 5 days later saying I don't have COVID. I was relieved, believe me, very relieved, but still was not feeling very well. I was at work, working from home, finished my work day, went down to take a nap, and I woke up looking like this. I immediately took my temperature. It climbed from 99.4 to almost 103 in the matter of about 30 minutes. Didn't want to go to the emergency room because of COVID and what was going on with our healthcare system at the time. So contacted Teladoc. Immediately he suggested to try to get a chest x-ray. It was late on Monday. Next morning, contacted my primary care doctor. They sent me out for a chest x-ray. Again, he suspected pneumonia and of course COVID. The chest x-ray came back positive for pneumonia, started on a 2-week course of doxycycline, and took a few days off of work and was really feeling rough, really rough. But noticed gradual improvement day after day. The primary care doctor did not want me to come into the office because of COVID, but wanted to do another COVID test, suspected a false negative on that. A little time went by and had another test, which came back negative. Felt better, but was still dealing with the fatigue and the dry cough. So fast forward about 30 days, had a repeat chest x-ray, still showed that I had pneumonia. And the primary care doctor said it could just be a non-resolving pneumonia. We're going to give it a little more time. So another month went by and another chest x-ray showed an unresolved pneumonia. So at this point, a CAT scan was ordered, and along with some lab work, which all came back okay. A little bit of elevated markers in your blood for inflammation, but nothing that was too alarming at that point. So had the CAT scan done, again, just getting progressively more tired, struggling to just do the most basic of things, and knew just something was not right. CAT scan came back that I had lesions on my right lung, and that's where it was causing the infiltrate, which is what they thought was a pneumonia. At this point, the symptoms I had been experiencing, besides the fatigue and the cough, were rashes that were kind of showing up on my stomach and my chest, and then some weight loss. I had dropped, at that point, probably about 10 pounds. There was a little impression that the radiologist gave, suggesting that it looked like a chronic sequencing of valley fever. And I'm so grateful that he or she put that there, because that finally got my primary care doctor on to the possibility that this was valley fever, had some lab work done that confirmed valley fever, and that brings me to where I am today. So today, just taking it day by day, missing, the activities that I used to do, and ironically, the activities that probably gave me valley fever, the hiking, biking, camping, but every day, I do notice some improvements, but it's a long road ahead of me. I'm under the care of a pulmonologist now, who is going to try to increase the dosage of the antifungal medications I'm taking. Valley fever is a spore found in desert soil. It does get stirred up during rain, dust, or dust storms that we have here. I contracted this in July, and tracing my steps, I believe I contracted it while I was making a video on my other channel for a recreational area down by the Salt River. And my belief is, and again, this is purely conjecture on my part, but I was operating my drone that day down along the desert by the water, and there was nowhere to really land the drone, so I landed in the soil, and I think the propellers may have stirred up the dust that I subsequently inhaled that caused the valley fever. So cautionary tale to all of you who are out there, operating drones or hiking or biking or camping when it's dusty. You don't want to do that. This is no joke. So just wanted to share where I am. I'm really thankful to Diane. She's been so supportive, and I'm just looking forward to a future with this in a dormant stage. It is incurable. It will always be there, but it can be dormant, which is what we're going for. So be careful out there. Know the signs, know the dangers, know when it's safe to go out, but don't stop going out. I think nature gives you way more than it takes away, and I don't want this video to keep anyone from being outside. I think now more than ever we need this. So I will keep everyone posted, and thank you.